The government crackdown on Bitcoin is hitting the next level. We have a worldwide conflict kicking off in the form of JP Morgan versus Russia. And if you're worried about Bitcoin going to zero, well, don't worry, because the dollar will get there first. All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement. We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What do you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000. The
think it's
generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
Oh yeah! Welcome all. We are the Blockchain Basement, powered by Oculus. Thank you very much.
In the corner.
And up there, yeah. We got it all over the place. Shout out to this amazing crew of people I'm surrounded by, first and foremost. Hannah, just coming at it every day. You've matched slightly. You got the pink, spiel going on, essentially.
Yeah.
ATL. Is that your booze brand?
No, this is the Trap House. ATL Trap House.
Trap House.
I mean, you just described all of it.
Trap House Museum.
Trap House. I mean, those can be found everywhere in our local area.
Hotlanta, baby.
Hotlanta.
Potlanta.
Nick, I love the outfit.
Yeah. This is my floral print. It's one of the most masculine things a man can wear is a floral print.
It is.
Also, just got airdropped $150 on my saga. So
I'm so sick of you.
Weep for it.
What was the next airdrop? What did you just get?
Maneki. I got Maneki, got a couple thousand Maneki. I'm waiting for an exit point right now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
Good.
Owen is indeed still alive. We were just out in the woods doing some filming, doing some creeping around. No more homeless encampments behind our woods since we discovered them about a year ago. So that was good to see. But here we are. And it's just a special kind of day. Special kind of feeling. I don't know.
Number 3?
Yeah, I just, it's a special kind of day when I'm wearing this thing out. You all know what's going on. Someone said I'm like desperate for clicks from the title. No, I am dead serious about what's going on in the background. A lot of people are like, when I say what's coming, capital controls, the collapse of the monetary system at whole, and a World War III conflict to kick in Bretton Woods 2.0, they think I'm talking by hyperbole, but I feel strong that they will not be singing the same tune in a few years, because what's building out right now is an absolute stranglehold on yours and my ability to hold and retain our own value to protect the futures of our families. There is no other way to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into the news. I got a ton of news to get into,
This is awesome.
yeah, this is from Autism Capital. So far today, we've had a 44.6% capital gains tax talked about, not put into place, 25% unrealized capital gains tax, 7.3 mortgage rates, not helping the housing market, which is falling off a cliff right now. College campus riots, which Netanyahu feels that he is equipped and able to tell us what we can and cannot protest about. Crypto down, Meta down 15%. After hours trading, absolutely gutted. We're going to check into that because, hopefully the Zuck made it out on top. Probably not.
I heard Meta got downgraded to Facebook.
Yeah. That was Bonaparte, wasn't it, dude? Bonaparte is a G. Samurai wallet seized by the FBI. Biden 4 more years pause. London, pale horses, biblical prophecy. Anyone see this? The white horse covered in blood going down London streets. Yeah, and it was a Royal Guard horse. Covered in blood, tromping down the streets. Not a great sign. And then CZ proposed to spend 36 months in prison. A lot of stuff going on, you guys. So we're going to get into it here. According to Value, this is from Woo Blockchain. Yesterday, the total net outflows of Bitcoin spot ETFs were $120 million. Grayscale's ETF GPTC has had a net outflow of 130 mil in one day.
Okay.
The Bitcoin spot ETF with the highest net inflow was Fidelity, trying to make up some ground on BlackRock, the FBTC, with inflows of 5.6, really negligible, very small in comparison to what we've been seeing. So the calm is here for ETFs. You see the price action. It was one hell of a time on the upstart of this. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely hitting a time of, oh boy, okay, so we're in this. This is kind of scary. We're TradFi guys. It's jackknifing by $5,000 a day. This is new. This is new. So we have a little bit of hesitation showing on the ETF side. We do, in about a week's time, we'll be seeing Hong Kong go live with their ETF. But some of the bigger things within Bitcoin that I saw happening was the move against Samurai. This is from Chris Bleck. The best way to describe Samurai Whirlpool is that it enables you and a few other people to send Bitcoin from one UTXO that you own to another UTXO that you own in a single transaction. That's all it really does. The fact that it's not just you in the transaction is what adds the privacy. So just a little bit of clarification on exactly what it was. You know, it's not some North Korean hacker mixer system that they try to paint these things as, and they push these gargantuan, overbearing regulations down our throat with those conversation pieces.
It's just like a Bitcoin swingers party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then eventually a kid's going to pop out, but who's the dad? I don't
Exactly.
know.
You just don't know. And speaking of dads and mom, well, what you got?
Like super quick, that when I saw that the mixer had been confiscated or seized or whatever.
Yeah.
The other night I was watching that documentary of the guy that got caught in Athens with the mining rig.
Yeah.
It said in that documentary, first of all, that whole documentary was like 30 minutes long, but it really seemed like they were trying to paint crypto as like criminals, and like they had an agenda along with that like it was an example. The point of that documentary was supposed to be like an example, but at the end of it they said like that he took a lot of his money and put it through mixers, and it was like money laundering schemes and all of this. And I was like, and then this came out like a few days after I saw that, and it was live on something.
It was kind of funny too. Yesterday when we saw the Samurai moves happening, Nick, you put out that tweet, privacy is your human right, right?
It is.
And it just immediately clicked back on like, my God, it is okay. And your deserving right to have privacy. You should know everything about your government, and they should know nothing about you unless you've been found to be involved in a crime, you know, and as simple as that. Now they're opening up the whole door wide open for what is considered a crime. This is Jimmy Zong, longtime listener of The Basement. Wow. C90 FTW. Is he Jimmy Zong?
Jimmy's a fan?
Maybe.
We're
Jimmy's
a fan.
Yeah, I mean, he was here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? He absolutely crushed it. So there's something else going on with this move against Samurai Wallet and these non-KYC transactions, right? And really something very interesting that I came across was this from Parachutes BTC. U.S. government has officially declared Bitcoin is money. Within this movement, this is from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of New York. Rodriguez, 35, of Harmony, Pennsylvania, and Hill, 65, a U.S. national who had been arrested in Portugal, are each charged with one count of conspiracy to commit money laundering. Money laundering, which carries a maximum of sentencing of 20 years in prison, and one count of conspiracy to operate an unlicensed money transmitting business, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison.
Well, I'm not familiar with Samurai Wallet, but was Tether and stuff on there, or was it simply?
No, it's just straight up.
There was only Bitcoin?
Yeah. And so in seeing this, now they're building this movement against Samurai by saying that they're committing money laundering. And what a weird place for the situation to really sit in right now, because you have the SEC, who's tapped out many times. They've called Bitcoin a commodity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the CFTC has been involved with this conversation. Now we see cases being built against people even out of friggin' Portugal. You know, that's calling this money laundering. It's a Bitcoin transaction service. Okay. So there's something on the underscope here. This is fear emanating from the US Gov that the ability to control capital movements there within is diminishing, and they see what the potentials of a mass population waking up and realizing what it is to hold Bitcoin in self-custody. What can that really do? That is the strongest vote on the planet besides iron and lead. It is the strongest vote.
Brass.
Yes. I mean, brass is stronger, I'd say still. But I mean, people aren't at that point right now here in America for the most part. For the most part.
I am.
Yeah, I know. I know. But, you gotta get them to crawl before they can walk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
true.
saying? And you catch more ants with sugar. So
that's true. You also catch more viewers when you smash the like button.
And yeah, shout out to everyone, all the viewers out here today. I appreciate everyone that catches this live show. George Satoshi, I think that was.
Wow.
Michael King, C90 FTW, aka Jimmy Zong, Euphoric 420, Johnny December. Johnny's out there just scuba diving, living it up. Shady Bandito, Michael King, all the G's, Nicole Ministator, and Inked Pirates down in Rumble. Shout out to you. I think I saw him in the Discord as well.
Yeah.
What a G. But appreciate every single one of you. We see got Rumble working today. It was a little bit aggravating in the last few days. It wasn't working.
Rumble took a break.
Yeah. It's kind of, they got a lot of upgrades to do to really be effectively competing with YouTube. This is the difficulty in being on YouTube. I have to really kind of bite my tongue in half often to stay on the air. And it does remain kind of aggravating that these alternative systems like Rumble, great. I can say whatever I want, but they need to upgrade the user experience. And I couldn't even go live for the last few days. So
La-di-di-da-di.
La-di-di-da-di.
Look at
Hit the menu.
You like the party?
Absolutely love it. But just on the worldwide scale, this control of our value, of our currency, one of the main reasons these government institutions and central banks exist to remain that middleman shoving you into the fire pit is a larger conversation. Now, EU has a new anti-money laundering law that will impact crypto exchanges. Now, this is the important thing. A lot of people were calling for this to be the potential dismantlement of KYC in the EU. What has been passed so far has just been the exchanges. Okay, so just a quick highlight on that. As expected, in the thread here, EU Parliament preliminary passed AML package, including AML regulation, with 749 votes or 479 votes in favor, 61 against, and 32 abstentions. Look how many are in favor compared to against in this absolute gutting of your rights to privacy. And this is all related to just utilizing exchanges to buy cryptocurrency in hyperinflationary environments, nonetheless.
We are watching the parallel economy be born in real time.
Absolutely. And it's like the teenager syndrome.
People are going to opt out of this eventually. So this is the first step, KYC, AML, right? And then they're going to start integrating or attempt integrating carbon credits. Like, you've purchased too many carbon heavy items this quarter, so you're not allowed to. And it's going to push people into the other side of the economy, the parallel economy, where we're all paying for things with Litecoin. People are buying houses with Bitcoin.
Tom Crown's going to be a very happy person.
Look, and I got my alpha on Litecoin and Dogecoin here later on the show, but the parallel economy is coming. Be prepared for it. Understanding crypto is part of that, only part of that. We're the only channel in all of YouTube that's going to show you how to participate in the parallel economy on all three levels. So just get ready.
Well, and how else do you purchase that land and create that infrastructure for this parallel economy without good upside, right? So I'm trying to reach out to everybody that is sitting here watching this absolute scam roll out in front of us, this controlled demolition of our ability to purchase goods and what the levels that we used to be able to. We're having to, eat worse food. We're having to live in apartments rather than homes at large. There's a large contingent of people in my age demographic and below that are sitting here just watching this and terrified. And I'm here to give you the tools to escape that and to fight back against that. There are very concise things that I'm going to be getting into today on how we can do so. And this just a message again. I love following Chris Black. I don't agree with him on everything, but we need to stop pretending that we can stop the government's war on privacy by working within the system of government. This is a self-defeating. Self-defeating. It makes no sense. We can only win this war if our tech continually is able to outpace the system that's fighting us. And there's a lot to be said here with this.
Do we need a technological reign of terror?
Technological tea party. I wanted to chime in on you and DZ talking this morning so much. At the moment it already passed, but and really, what you're saying, what's the next version of that? Really, I have a very concise version for you of what that looks like. It means buy Bitcoin and put it on a cold storage wallet. Particularly, utilize Arculus. Arculus is the go-to for my cold storage. And we do have a new code, a code in the description. If you go to Arculus and you're looking to buy some of these cards for your friends and family because you're spreading the word of being based to everyone around you, then
beautiful.
you can essentially get 10% off with the new code BASE10, and you can literally begin the technological revolution without even really knowing it.
Get in there.
It's happening, and I say this 100 different ways to Sunday, but there is no greater enemy to governments than the loss of capital flight, the loss of control of capital flight. Generally. And so what I see, I'm going to go into a lot of macro stories painting the sickness within the system, which is a lot of the reason why you see this old TradFi system trying to stop these inroads and outroads to crypto is because it's dying internally. And so it needs to find these ways to stop our escape. I'm here to show you the escape. And it's right in front of our eyes. We need to spread this to our families, to everyone that will literally listen. This is the blockchain boogaloo. This is the technological tea party. Bet you guys are MAGA kids, huh? I'm not a kid, whoever you are, first of all.
I've got kids and a mortgage.
I know. I got like 4 kids.
What do you got?
I am a
Wait, who
kid.
said that?
Unbelievable. Yeah, Hannah's a kid.
Staying here.
Hannah's a kid. I got 4 kids.
RTB 9000. Hey, look, man, you're new here.
Yeah.
Stick around. You're going to like what you have to hear.
Well,
You're going to like what we had to say.
honestly, if you're Benedict Arnold, I don't care if you stay. Now this is from Atlas Shrugged excerpt. This is Johnny Childs sharing this video, and really
20 minutes.
I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Is this the moment that we get demonetized?
Yep, right here.
When money ceases to be the tool by which men deal with one another, then men become the tools of men. Money is a barometer of a society's virtue. When you see that trade is done not by consent but by compulsion, when you see that in order to produce you need to obtain permission from men who produce nothing, when you see that money is flowing to those who deal not in goods but in favors, when you see that men get richer by graft and by pull than by work, and your laws do not protect you against them but protect them against you, when you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed.
Golly.
There it is. Just clear as day.
That book is so good.
So good.
Holy
and really,
crap.
this is the situation that we see right now. It's undeniable across the board. You can look at, it doesn't matter if you're right, left wing, if you're a libertarian, whatever it is you are. Your inability to buy as much food as you could 4 years ago for your family in this short amount of time frame. It's not like this happened over 20 years time frame.
No.
You're fooling yourself and robbing your family of their future prosperity if you don't acknowledge your surroundings. It's on your shoulders right now if you're not paying attention. So with that being said, there's a lot of moves against crypto, but there's a lot of things happening in the background where we see this TradFi institution trying to put its hat on backwards and get into the cool kids party. We have American Pool Guy. Shout out to you. $5 super chat. Have been looking to sell my H-bar bag, average by 8 cents. How would the basement dwellers spread out a fresh new bag of dry powder? Oh, I have some ideas. Me and Nick talking about it before the show. Yeah, we got some plans this weekend. After I get through all this macro news and the Bitcoin news, we're going to be going into the coins that I'll be hammering into Friday and Saturday. But here's some Bitcoin, just a little bit of the silver lining on this mushroom cloud is the TradFi system is sick and is trying to cozy up with us. We have Morgan Stanley looking to allow 15,000 brokers to recommend Bitcoin ETFs to their clients. Now, this is a big deal in my mind because it's not just the people that are already knowing about Bitcoin that want to roll, their TradFi funds into ETFs now as well, but it's the advice from their brokers that is potentially going to be coming to the masses that, hey, guess what? We have something that can outpace all of these other commodities that you can hold, all these other FX plays that you can do. We have something that is accessible to us now that's basically outpaced everything on the market and has no outlook of slowing down.
Yep.
So that's a big deal for me.
Do you want to know? Can I tell a little story?
Well, sure. Go on ahead now.
I had a friend, one of my best friends is a computer science at Georgia Tech. She's the smartest person that I know. She does software engineering for the MLB, but her little in her sorority at Georgia Tech was asset manager. Like that was what she majored in. She was about to go work at BlackRock to be an asset manager. Or actually, I think she was about to work at Grayscale. But a lot of these people in their circle, like they work at BlackRock, they work at whatever, and
it's a club.
We graduated last year, and I was sitting with her eating brunch one day, and she was about to go work at Grayscale to be an asset manager. I believe it was Grayscale. It was one of the big ones that was looking at Bitcoin ETFs at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, like, we were having a little conversation, and my friend was like, what's with the monkeys? Like, what's with the apes? They don't know anything about crypto. So we like got into it a little bit, but I was like, they're very smart. They just aren't into crypto. But I was like, they would get it.
Yeah.
Like, and I started talking to the asset manager girl, and she kind of like cut me off, and she was like, crypto is not an investment. Like, Bitcoin is not an investment because you don't know if it's going to go up. And I was like, you don't know if anything's going to go up.
Yeah.
And you describe other things as investments. So like, what is the...
Well, they're just wired that way.
But then they like moved to New York, like this class, and a large percentage of them ended up getting laid off. And she was one of them.
Ooh, it's almost like they're guaranteed to go down.
Look what we have Morgan Stanley saying. They're going to recommend people to add Bitcoin to their portfolios. And I'm like, because it makes sense, right? But the TradFi was like arguing last year.
That's kind of cool to think about. Like, we're sitting here getting very educated in crypto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of this system is it's basically you adopt it or die is what's happening to the TradFi system. And us here.
Which that's sad for people my age that have grown up. Like, that's sad for her. Like, they've grown up traditionally, and then she goes and works for this giant company, and like they've been saying that crypto is bad. And so like most people that aren't in it are like, this is not good. That's not an investment. Haha, scam, whatever. But then the asset managers lay them off because they're investing in it.
Yep.
Well,
and now this is happening.
If she was here learning about crypto, though, these companies are going to be hiring crypto experts for
they
quite
are.
a few years.
They will, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're getting educated right now on crypto, watching all the different YouTubes, getting all the different opinions, your knowledge is going to be worth a lot of money.
Absolutely.
As this thing rolls
and you're going to be making you a lot of money too.
Like, you could mine for, you set up miners.
I've been mining for a while now.
That's a big thing.
Did we answer American Pool Guy's question?
I'm going to. I'm not going to go to altcoins yet, though.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of macroeconomic stuff I'm going to fly through. I've got the information pretty concisely laid out here.
It's not even 2:30.
I know. I'm doing good.
We're good.
I'm doing good. This is James Lavish. A Fed nightmare is indeed going on right now when GDP, aka
Holy
economic activity, slows down. Yet prices continue rising, aka stagflation.
That's it.
We said it a year ago.
That's the narrative.
I know. It's here. It's here. We've been on this shit, and it's just we're early, but now it's actually happening. So all these jackasses act like experts, tell me what's going on. And the government refuses to curb reckless deficit spending. This puts the Fed and Treasury in an impossible position that no matter what they do, it will lead to issuing more and more federal debt. This leads to the need to monetize debt with more money printing. Then inflation surges beyond the levels it's already at, entering that near hyperinflationary level. Rates continue to rise, and we do it all over again. Now, here's what I hope. I know DZ covered just this basic graph. This is just my I wanted to highlight these further thoughts on it. And really, I know it's ugly right now. I'm hoping that we got 2 to 3 years before the nasty comes down on this system at large. Hopefully, they figured out some kind of blockchain interoperability system that they can move the quantitative easing over to some blockchain and print their cash that way. Because really, do we think that we're going to be able to capture the government's federal reserves across the world and stop this 100-year process of printing their population into oblivion? I doubt it.
No.
Unless you use brass and lead. There is that option. But that's just a note on the GDP numbers. Yellen also came out right after they came out. There could be revisions to the GDP data. Would not be surprised since they revised what a recession meant at large. And I'm very thankful DZ continually brings that up and reminds people because, they said it, people accept it as reality. And eventually, if no one speaks up and no one reminds the public about it, then it does become reality. No, 2 negative quarters in GDP is a recession. So this is also something I saw last night. Now, I knew it was going to get real bad as far as this morning when I saw this from the great Martis at great_Martis last night. And I do follow this account for kind of live updates on the bond market, treasury bond market.
10-year going up.
Yes, the 10-year is showing slight signs of going up right here, right? So you got and going up by nearly 1%, big deal. Guess what? This morning, same guy. What the hell is up with this? Okay. 1.48% on the 10-year. This thing went up by 0.5% overnight on the 10-year treasury bond.
So I still like on my journey of understanding money. This is part of the things that I'm still learning about. But basically, why this is important is bonds are the currency between governments.
Yes.
And when these things are not supposed to change very much.
Right.
Like that's
not
the
at
whole
all.
point.
Not at all.
Yes. It's this debt between governments. Okay. You say bond, it's really just debt. Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So when these have fluctuations in prices, they're all balancing each other's debts against each other's debts. When there's big fluctuations like this, that means someone is losing out big time.
Absolutely.
This is like a 2% change in the Australian 1-year bond means a whole bunch of institutions in Australia are getting absolutely kangarooed in the nutsack. Okay.
That's really well put. That's really well put.
So that's why this is important.
Absolutely. And like they buy each other's bonds even when they know it's at a loss, oftentimes to keep the trade relationship open, to keep the overall allyship together between nations. But seeing the desperation on the bond market reaching these levels, I can tell things are about to get very ugly. And thus, yes, an inverted yield curve. Papa Guth, one of the big brains in the chat. So I just wanted to show this how quickly, kind of just the time frame of one.
Can you imagine being? I need to study all of this, but can you imagine? No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna lie, but last semester or last year this time, my accounting professor was having to explain to all the students how bonds were the safest investment in America.
Well, they want you to,
Can you imagine being an accounting professor right now and like having to, like, he was lying through his teeth, and it was like, you could tell, like, the kids were starting to question him, and he didn't have like good answers. Now imagine.
Well, and then you see when the rate isn't returning to attractive levels, and they have these auctions with historically long tails, meaning that there's very little buyers and they have to leave the tail of the auction open. Then you see just extreme desperation hitting, and that's where you see the bond repos, treasury repos come into place. That is just another mechanism of quantitative easing. It's just a little bit more veiled and takes longer to boil up to the surface. But things are coming to a cataclysm here. And here's just a nice visual on showing you how. This is an update on the U.S. banks finished the year with almost $400 billion in unrealized losses on held to maturity assets. The assumption is that this wouldn't be a problem because the Fed would cut a lot this year. But what if they don't cut? So here, it was very scary, and I was very serious about watching this initial jackknife to the downside. Within this realm, you had Larry Fink getting pissed at his asset managers for losing him tons of money in environmental sustainability investments because they're in the negative, and commercial real estate, dragging all of banks down with it. And now you see the situation is not looking like it's getting better, essentially. And if we have the Fed following through with what they say, they will gut. Right now, it's sitting around 200 mid-sized banks in America. 200 mid-sized banks in America will go down if they do not take their boot off.
Charles Schwab is first on that list.
Well, I mean, you'd think Charles Schwab's so big, there's no way. But I mean, look at what happened to UBS and Credit Suisse.
I know. They're outside the top 10. They're like 11th, so they don't get saved.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. But like now you see UBS. UBS has kind of been upgraded. They're like on the in crowd now. They're getting some of the deep alpha.
GIBC or whatever?
I do believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe so. And Deutsche Bank at risk, right in that same time frame, left alone. Some stop gaps were put in place for them. But this is literally the instability within your bank. This is across the board. This is banks across the board. And you can see the driving pressure for when people realize, hey, a security guard kicked me out of my bank lobby this morning because I tried to pull my money out because I see that we just dropped a bomb on a brand new country that was, now part of World War III. And they realize things are getting worse and worse. You guys are talking about it almost this morning. We're right around the corner from a bank run. Like
I would love to see it. That is that's one of my fetishes.
Well, because it doesn't take much. It's not 1%. It's 0%. They hold. They're required to hold zero.
Yeah, it's very little money. That's why you see all these videos about them freaking out when people go in to take money out. Like, what is this for? What is this for? And the guy's like, you don't need to know what this is for. And I'm like, dude, when you go to the bank and they say, what are you pulling this money out for? All you got to do is tell them this.
Bleaching my asshole.
No, that. No, this is even better. You know what you got to say?
What's that?
I'm giving it to Ukraine.
Mm.
I'm sending money to Ukraine. Now they'll never, ever question.
They'll
what
probably
you're using
print
that money
you
for.
more money.
Yeah,
to
they
do
will.
that.
Donating.
They literally will just. They'll be like, open up the safe, give this guy everything.
Open up the six. Gotta let the safe.
Oh my god, dude! Inked Pirates down in a Rumble
$5 from
chat.
Rumble. I didn't even know there was
What?
a thing.
I guess
Literally,
we
Baba
can
Bao.
receive. That is
Got to
awesome.
get the YouTube audience over here to Rumble. Yes, everyone on YouTube, leave and go to Rumble right now.
No, I mean, we just need to share this out.
Two
Get more
tabs.
people here. You know what I mean? Like, we need to grow. We need
Open
to.
up 2 windows.
I
If
need
you're
a
not on-
tank. I want multiple tanks.
If you're not on, okay, here's the thing.
Tank.
The amount of tabs and windows you have for Rumble and YouTube, the amount of X's your portfolio is going to do. Okay? Guys, stop being so stingy with your windows.
I mean, if I got that rule, I would be probably 30x right now.
I'm
You know what I mean?
50x every day. I have 50.
50x.
I have so many phones open. They're all playing blockchain based.
Sitting there printing money on your Solana phone.
We can't even afford to buy views. We have to do it ourselves.
I know. It's very sad.
Damn
very
it.
sad. This also within the banking industry. So Chase went down. The banking app went down yesterday. Many Americans were reporting issues accessing their banking online. I do believe it's been resumed since then. Just more flaws within the regular system. But then you got this. Breaking news. This is yesterday. Russian court has ordered the seizure of JP Morgan Chase funds totaling $439 million.
Wow.
What
Here we
the
go.
This is-
Economic
Wait.
warfare.
This
For
is the
what?
economic stuff. And okay, so they've been sanctioned by the United States. They have their aggravations that NATO's right next to the border, and their assets have been seized. So it's going both ways. You have JP Morgan operating in Russia, and now you see the worldwide movement of capital controls. And sure, it's going on at the big bank level for the most part right now, but there's something that is very important to understand and keep cognizant of as we watch this process unravel, is that during 2007, the housing crisis began. In 2008, the Dodd-Frank Act was put into place, and it does include abilities for bank bail-ins. Bank bail-ins are the government and those banking institutions going into your bank account and taking your money out of your bank account to go fix the problems they created.
Yep.
That is what they did. So it's in law, it's available to do, and it happened. There's a write-up on Cyprus. You look up Cyprus bail-ins. You could see these systems of capital controls, and Skid Marks is talking about them, they are across the globe. We talk about all the worries we have in China and the social credit score and all the active monitoring, but there is a retroactive destruction, a self-destruct button built into wherever it is that you're living right now. So just keep cognizant of that. And these countries, as they can continue to conflict with each other and it becomes more and more kinetic and the bombs become bigger and bigger, then you will see the capital controls become harder, more stringent, and more focused on the little guy. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah,
It's
make
coming.
love, not bombs.
Yeah, make love, not bombs. Why not? Why not?
World peace.
And here, speaking of making love, damn, you gave me a good segue. All right, check this out. This is the graph that's just very concerning. Autism Capital, young male virginity is on the rise. A share of men under 30 who reported 0 female sex partners since they turned 18 is now reported at 20 over. This is 2018.
Is this bad though?
I think it's really bad. I think this is really, really bad. Why? Because if they're not out there releasing their NADS, prospering, multiplying,
spreading their seed,
then you end up with a disconnected society of basically whatever can happen to the society around me. I don't care. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, I would say male virginity is good. Female virginity is good. But when this is correlated to male loneliness, this is not good.
Absolutely. Then you end up with the pedophiles and the crazy people.
If male loneliness was flat or on a downswing, but their virginity was up, I would say this is good. And people are practicing better they're basically prioritizing their sexual health. And I would say that's good. But because this is correlated and it's not causated between that and depression, I think this is a bad metric. Now, dudes just using women for sex is not good for society.
That's not great.
Okay. Likewise, girls just getting ran through all the time is not good for society.
Not great.
Okay.
Not great.
So Yeah, I mean, the virginity thing is one thing. And I know, like, Tiffany Fong's like, what's up, all you virgins? I'm like, look, don't make fun of a guy because he's a virgin. It's hard out there for a boy. All right. It's hard out there for us guys.
Well, it's a disconnected society.
Especially white dudes. Like, if you are between the ages of 16 and 25 years old and you're a white guy and you're straight, God help you. You're being told, you're being told every day of your life that you're worthless and a piece of shit and you literally are the problem. Nothing could be further from the truth. Okay. Every upstanding man is part of the solution. Yeah. Okay. I want everyone, especially if you're younger, I want you to realize, like, it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is or like what is between your legs. It is the your character and how you compose yourself and if you're uplifting others. So like, don't listen to any of the lies about toxic masculinity or white this or Caucasian that or your privilege. Fuck that noise, okay? You make your own way, you make your own life, and you have to be a positive person to be a positive member of society. You are not inherently a detriment to society, okay?
Absolutely.
So I just want to put that message out there to all the young men out there, not just the young white men, but black men and Latinos.
It does matter. One thing does matter is what is protecting your sack.
Absolutely. This is incredibly important. What you wrap your sack in is important.
Owen, go on ahead. Pull up my screen. You can use
there we go
code BASEMENT to get 20% off on top of the deals already going on at NADS.
I'm wearing them right now.
You're wearing them right now.
That's why I'm feeling so spicy, so fired up.
You don't have any chemicals making you a lady boy.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, they're all gone now.
That's huge.
They're all gone now.
And these are all really good. You know, I really like these underwear, honestly, for the concealed carry fit because
it's
this
so grippy.
Yeah, well, and the width of this elastic band, it really does a good job staying comfortable. So, you know, carry one in the pipe, wear NADS, protect your sacks, all those good things. We had this. Very interesting. This was a munitions depot in Ukraine. I'm going to pull this full screen.
Goody.
This is one of the largest munitions depots in Ukraine, going up yesterday, and it is not looking good. And guess what? A large majority of our money here in the United States paid for all those munitions.
Of course, $20.
Whoa!
Chat from Sawtooth.
Oh my God!
Wow!
What a G! Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
That's all going on, you guys. It's getting spicy out there. I wonder. I really hate apples. I hate them so much.
I'm gonna get you a new mouse.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's not even just the mouse. It's like I just hate this computer.
Well, let's get a different one.
Yeah, I have a different one, but
Sawtooth Hiker just gave us $20. We can afford anything.
I know. We should go buy a, maybe what's a $20 computer? There's no $20 computer.
Yeah, there's a little mini Mac you can get here, or not a mini Mac, a mini PC.
Yeah,
this never moves. Why do we need a laptop?
I hate this. Look at this. They put the charger on the bottom.
Yeah, this mouse likes to get pegged.
Yeah, and it doesn't. You can't use it while it's plugged in. Like it's the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
Here's this. This is more USDA issuing transport restrictions on dairy farmers after bird flu.
I hate this.
Found in 30 locations across the nation. I know. And I also love freedom. They're going to be rolling this out right during the election to do another ballot scam. So just keep cognizant of that.
Whoa. So like if your cow's not registered, you're effed.
No, they're going to shut down transport and kill a large contingent of these animals.
If you don't give your cow a COVID vaccine, they're going to cull it. No, I swear to God.
Serious?
Yeah, these are going to be mRNA vaccines that they're putting into the food. That is what they want.
You have a cow, Drew?
Oh, this guy had a good video on. Speaking of which, God, you're just full of the.
Not Owen Benjamin, dude. We're getting giga banned if we play Owen Benjamin.
What, right now?
Yeah. Well, here we go.
On.
All right, here we go.
We're going in.
It was good. We had a great show, guys.
What is this?
Ineffective.
Hold on.
This wasp vaccine is safe and effective. Here we go. Booster shot. Oh, God. Conspiracy theorists. You're trying to hurt me. I'm just trying to save you.
This is our life in a nutshell. Right there. This man has captured the essence of our time. in his greenhouse in the back.
Paladin's down in the Rumble chat is absolutely going buck wild right now.
Paladin, I see you.
He's like, we can talk here. They're like, yes, it's safe.
We can talk here.
He goes absolutely nuts.
He just goes, that's it. Everything you need to do. No, is listed.
Get it out of your system, Paladin. Just get it out. It's a safe. Owen Benjamin has absolutely lost his mind, but he is a funny guy.
This is interesting. You see, this is from Grant Cardone. Biden proposes the tax gain increase from 19 to 44. Can't even come up with his own ideas to take a page out of Trudeau, who raised Canada's to 66%, and he ignored how it played out for the last guy who tried it, and that was Jimmy Carter. So you can see how the election went when Jimmy Carter was trying to increase the tax levels to a similar degree in the past. And at my opinion, we are on track for the return of the orange one. So just be prepared for that. You know, if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry.
How is his case going? What's going on?
Oh my God,
Orange Man.
there was some Supreme Court hearings or Supreme Court conversations between like chairs and all these different people in the Supreme Court. And it looks like they're going to be forced to give him immunity, which is going to piss the Dems off to no end.
This is the setup, Drew.
I know. It's the
They give him immunity in June.
Yep.
And then there's a summer of love.
Yes. Oh my God.
Right before election season.
Oh my
God. It's not really love.
We get giga boogaloos all summer long. No one goes to the pool to the polls. It's all mail-in ballots. And guess what? Biden wins by a landslide.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
Well, times are getting weird. And this is a very weird story as well. Within just this overall framework, a Secret Service agent assigned to Kamala Harris was hospitalized after exhibiting distressing behavior, including spouting gibberish, speaking incoherently, and physically provoking another Secret Service
Demonic
officer.
possession.
Authorities said Harris was not present during the incident, but very odd.
Demonic possession.
You think so? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kamala Harris is,
I mean, that makes sense.
She's a vector.
She's
a vector for demonic
She's like
possession.
a Ouija board on heels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like a Ouija board on high
best,
heels.
That's the best way to. Oh, gosh, this show is so good.
And Biden, of course, he had comments on the situation. Let's hear what he had to say.
Imagine what we can do next. 4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years.
Very bullish. Very bullish indeed. We're going to have to live check on the Bowden price action after that speech. Let's see where
Paladins
we are
is
at.
still going into therapy and down in Rumble chat. I've been quiet for so long. Blah, blah, blah.
Good. Let it out, man.
Look at Geo Bowden. What a great entry point for Geo Bowden.
This is great. I mean, this is health on a shelf, a meme coin that just keeps on giving. He cannot shut up. And every time he speaks, it's another meme that goes viral. So absolutely incredible. He's keeping the limelight on him, Uncle Joe, and Trump will be the focal points of the media for the later part of 2024.
Yep.
Just the way it's going to be. But we're going to keep rolling through here. Nice job, Joe, on keeping the chart going. Now this, IRS is using AI to target the middle class.
Yeah.
What we've learned is that the IRS has in fact been using AI to access bank accounts of American citizens without any kind of search warrant. This is something that was just discovered by undercover journalists. What they have found is that the IRS has claimed that they have access to every single person's banking account. And, you know, the thing within this is that they're not using the AI to go after massive, I mean, sure, maybe a few massive corporations. They're trying to build an infrastructure to destroy the little guy, the little woman, the little people. They're trying to make a complete system of autonomous control that will beat you into submission. And that is the danger of how AI is being rolled out right now. Can we rein it in? Can we get it to a reasonable level? Maybe, but we're going to have to be very fierce. We're going to be very vocal about getting it to that level. So
$0.
Thanks again with the memories. I don't know who that is, but you are an angel.
$0 Giro. I think I got him in my Twitter DMs.
Yeah. Do we get his address finally?
Yeah, I sent him one, but he's got an. I'm not going to say anything. Okay, there's more.
Say less.
Say less.
We only got 15 minutes left. We
Let's go to crypto stuff. We got this.
Wait.
So co-founder CZ facing 3 years in prison. What's that?
I'm so sorry to backtrack, but you said they have access to everybody's phones. We kind of already knew that, right? But didn't 2 days ago they repealed the 4th Amendment? So now they're legally allowed to.
Yeah, and and
No.
the Emergency Act of the Patriot Act has allowed that for 20 plus years.
Yeah, the Fourth Amendment's been on pause. They can choose whether or not they recognize the Fourth Amendment for the past.
Yeah.
As long as you've been alive, there's basically been no Fourth Amendment. It's
You've never lived in a
No
country with a
privacy.
constitution.
Yeah,
actually.
you know, they made it like growing up. We read Lord of the Flies and
That was a good
1984 in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Lord
in,
of the Flies.
We're in
Professors.
1984 right now.
Yeah.
Teachers. But what happened the other day then? There was something that Biden signed the other
But that was
day.
the TikTok divestment.
She's
No.
talking about Section 702,
yeah, maybe.
Oh, FISA?
the FISA court thing.
Yeah.
that
FISA.
Fourth
That's-
Amendment.
That's where they can, it's similar to the Fourth Amendment, but that's where they can basically spy through your emails and whatnot at any time. And
Any business. They don't have to have
it's
search
supposed
warrants.
to be foreign nationals who are living in the United States,
Mhm.
but as has been well documented, at least the FBI has used the FISA court and gone around the FISA court to snoop on Americans' emails. People who are on J6, people who are at Charlottesville, people who were at Occupy Wall Street, I believe, and BLM rioters. So they used that against American citizens like hundreds of times, and that got exposed. So they're going to continue to do that. because-
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, let's get into TikTok. Or not TikTok, Jesus. I was just looking at the comment there.
Yeah.
Let's get into the meme coins, the DGen picks,
Oh,
the
DGen
crypto
picks.
stuff.
I love
So
it.
this DeFi investor giving you updates. Layer 0 confirmed its token is launching in Q2. So
Okay.
that's kind of a long
That's-
time out.
Wait, no, that's right now.
I guess it is, huh?
We're in Q2 right now.
We are in Q2. I thought we were in
Yes.
Q3.
No, Q3 is at the end of summer.
Good. Okay. So this is
Q3
coming
is
soon.
summer. Yeah.
Because I've wanted Layer 0 for some time.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is good
Congratulations.
news. I'm going to
Yeah.
be buying that. Metis completed phase 2 of decentralized sequencer launch. Aptos revealing a collaboration with Microsoft to build out institutional platform for Aptos Ascend.
I mean, they basically are They are Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean they're really getting integrated there.
Yeah.
And Aptos, SWE, those developer teams, they know people.
They know
Not
people.
only do they know things, they know people.
And they are people.
And they are people.
Yeah. This
that
injective news
means-
is great.
Yeah, they're launching the 3.0 tokenomics.
Very
on mainnet.
bullish.
And you know, Injective is at a damn good buy point right now.
Oh, you should pull up the chart.
Yeah, let's go to the chart on Injective.
Yeah, this is one of those
Because-
coins that I would say whoever asked the previous question, if you've got HBAR dry powder, Injective.
Yeah, I mean $26. This is excellent. This is calmed down quite
Yeah.
well here. Ah, geez, all right, so we go to the all-time, and now watching this run up, I did not feel comfortable. I was bullish on the project, but I did not feel comfortable buying the way up here.
Yeah.
Now that we have just a slight signal of a potential shelf being built at, it fell all the way down to essentially $20. We are at $26 right now,
Love
and I
it.
think that that is a damn good entry point for Injective. Where did that tab go? Let's keep going here. I got so many still. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Do Kwon's got to pay $5.3 billion. That's great. Ondo Finance expansion into Cosmos. Finance bringing
great.
tokenized treasuries to Cosmos. Stacks began to roll out the Nakamoto upgrade. Is a major upgrade that'll decrease network transaction finality times to a few seconds. So here's the deal, Nick. All that aggravation with that long lag time for transaction finalization in
On
Bitcoin Layer
runes,
2.
yeah.
Stacks, Nakamoto upgrade coming right up.
Let's hope so.
Lyra Finance announced a new launch. I don't really care about that one. Anchor, this one's trying to stay
Old
relevant.
school. Holy crap.
Wow. Shout out.
A blockchain built for AI. I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, Aptos is going to be a part of Fediverse. They partnered with Microsoft. Microsoft is a part of Fediverse, and I just found it on TechCrunch. Aptos, you will be able to search for smart contracts using AI,
Really?
using Aptos.
Okay.
So you're talking about the parallel economy. I think Fediverse is going to be the like TradFi corporate, and X everything app is going to be the
interesting.
other.
The parallel unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pirate Radio.
And Fediverse has like Meta right now, Farcaster. Look it up on Wikipedia.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I agree
Biden
with you,
signed up
GJ.
2 days ago.
Fediverse, I just hate it. So
Yeah,
much.
same.
I hate the name. I
Don't
hate
like it.
everything about it. Injective, best thing on Cosmos at the moment. Tend to agree with you on that one.
Yep.
Seamless Protocol. This is another one I'm buying this weekend. So yeah, I found this one. It's essentially just a DeFi lending platform for Base, a very, very small project. Actually, a couple people in the basement here follow us, it looks like. But let's go to the chart and see what we're looking at right now, because really I'm just bullish and I know I'm buying it because of what it is. let's make sure we're getting in at a reasonable time. God damn, little dip. Okay, so let's
that
go
was
to
me.
That was you? Okay. Damn it. So yeah, this is the
such
year.
a great entry. This is so good.
This is what I want. I don't want to be sitting there buying those gigantic wicks up.
Look at the market cap. Though.
Yeah, we got a 82 mil.
But do the switch to market cap on the chart just so you can see the
little flash. Nothing.
Oh, nothing. They don't even have enough data.
Yeah,
I love this. I love Seamless.
This is
I'm
one
gonna
thing.
Try and put in a G.
You're gonna put a G in?
I'm gonna try and put in a G.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Making a move into it. That'd be a move.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm only the minimum buys are like $500.
Yeah.
Outside of the top 100.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. I was thinking about like 500. I might up it to a G just because of you. You know.
Look,
I like it.
Yeah, big bags get big gains.
Yeah, I mean I've realized that, you know, and that's I especially realized that on Chainlink. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
even some of the Solana meme coins I have, they're up like 8x, but like that move, you know, that just 4 or 5x on Chainlink.
Yeah,
big move.
When you 4x $20, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
When you 4x $1,000, you're like, fuck yeah.
Or 10,000.
Or 10,000. Because here's the thing, folks. Like, the time of the 100x's are pretty much over in this point in the cycle. So now you got to look. Unless you're like a meme coin or something like that. 1,000x's are way over.
Yeah.
Okay. I would never tell anyone to buy anything that says it's going to be 1,000x. Now you're looking for like the 60s and 50s and 30s, and there's plenty of them out there. They are not in the top 100. Okay. Top 100s are basically all locked into a 15x absolute maximum.
Yeah.
The top 20 are like a 5x absolute maximum.
Yeah.
And then look. The other thing is, we'll get back to Seamless in a second. I've structured my life to where I'm living like a broke person. Okay. I barely eat out. My car is paid off. Yes, I wear floral print shirts, but I bought this a long time ago. And yeah, and I drink cheap beer, and you know, my children don't have any clothes. So
that's huge.
Yeah, we live like paupers because we're putting it all into crypto. That's the way I'm living.
You see my tweet yesterday? Where I'll go to it here.
Go to the tweet.
Yeah, I had just the most calming, relaxing time yesterday with my beer.
That's therapy.
Oh my God.
That's
just
therapy.
Hours of
mint.
Solitude, serenity. You know, and then we just real quick.
College. They got the technical.
Take care of her. Death to America. Careful, okay?
Nice. Yeah, that was my mindset this morning. But essentially, we got to keep moving into these. I bought some more crypto. We saw this from Justin's son. He bought 21,000 ETH, $67 million worth of ETH. He has bought 176,000 Ethereum worth $559 million. At $3,172 since April 8th. So
you know, our very own Joshua Jake met Justin's son in token 2049.
No shit.
Yeah, and he gave him the master keys to the entire Litecoin blockchain.
Well, this is huge.
I know. We now own all Litecoin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now Tom has to talk to me.
Now Tom.
So now we got this from my DGen picks. I saw this damn thing. I was looking at this thing like a few times. I know. I saw this damn VCAT thing. I know the vibe in cat. It's like the little kitty that's always like going up and down with his face. Let's see if this rugs me all out live on air. There he is. There he is. I love this meme.
Yeah.
I love meme coins on Solana, and I saw. I think it was there was a few people that I saw posting about, and then I even saw I think it was Steve-O bringing it up as well. So I took a position on VCAT this morning because that looks pretty damn juicy to me for
like
a
that.
nice resurgence.
That's a pretty good one. Johnny December, yes.
What's that? What you got? Any chance Matic 7X from here? Yeah, I would think so. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm liking VCAT right now, you guys. You know, this is the website. Whoa, what a website they got going on. I didn't even look at that hairdo.
I love this.
This is huge.
This is bullish.
Let's see here. What's the tokenomics we got? I didn't even look at any of this. I did it on Soul Scanner. I just put the address into Soul Scanner and Telegram, and it came out with a clean
this
bill
is
of
very
health.
low.
Total supply. Yeah. What is that? 100 or 1 million?
No.
Yeah. That's 1,200,000 tokens.
That can't be right.
There's no way that's right. Steve-O, is that real?
The price is $3.45. This is real.
That's real. Okay.
What's up with these low supply meme coins?
Dude, that's where it's at. Did you see the meme coin that had one? It was like 0.99
it's called
tokens.
one coin.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's dumb.
what is it? I saw one of them go up to like $100,000 per token. And then it crashed to nothing.
Of course. Yeah. Because there's no liquidity.
Yeah, it happened. So, there's that. Also,
what if we made 5 coin?
5 coin?
And there's just 5 of them.
We need to make a tank coin.
We could literally launch a blockchain basement coin on Omni.
Yeah, but it would have to be backed by literal tanks, though. Like, I want literal tanks.
So you want an RWA play with armored vehicles?
Yes, I do. And I wanted, and also we could make.
How do we tokenize this?
There's a way. Okay, we could tokenize a tank. Okay, it's possible.
Okay.
But also, what if we made NFTs of our songs? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
People might not go through it to get the actual song though. That's what I was thinking about it. But
no, I think we should open source the songs.
Think so?
Then NFTs
for now.
Stuff, yeah.
For now. Other stuff I'm holding. Tuker. I am still holding Tuker.
We're doing degenerate shit today. Holy crap.
But do you know what? Tuker is amazing. Like this thing, another healthy looking meme coin. I got a really damn good airdrop in Gummy because I held Tuker pretty early on.
Oh.
So, this really paid out for me. And I don't know the exact parameters on the next Gummy airdrop, but I am still harvesting banter bubbles points. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because I get Gummy. They're going to roll out another airdrop.
To get Gummy?
They're going to get another airdrop.
If you just leave the screen open and you're signed in, you collect points.
Yeah.
And then that qualifies
You
you.
just don't let it sleep. I got it right there.
What the
I got
hell
it right
is he
there.
up to?
I know. Dude, shout out to Banter for actually not rubbing it.
Okay, like I was really impressed by that because think about the website traffic.
Mm-hmm.
All the people that are just on the website.
But he's not even selling ads. Well, he is selling ads.
You could.
Yeah.
He's juicing his ad
It's
revenue.
smart.
Solana was
And people are happy.
It wasn't transacting when he launched it, and people wanted his head.
Yeah.
They wanted his head. And then
he almost lost his entire reputation in the span of like 15 minutes.
He was sweating bullets. I mean, his balls were on the line.
Yeah, they were.
They
literally were.
That was crazy to see. But yeah, I still hold my Gummy, and it's actually coming
Jamie
along
Gonzalez,
really well.
to answer your question, yes, but in the reverse.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. Not even. You know what, Jamie? I'm watching you.
Yeah, guaranteed short. Get on Mexi if you want to just print money. Just print money. Just short that shit on Mexi.
Oh my God, this world is so brutal. Now, speaking of a brutal
world,
world,
MP5 brought to you by.
A lot of people remember Bruce Lee.
I do.
And the epitome of awesome badassery, right? Just such an idol. Speaking of Jamie Gonzalez's idolizations, we look at these idols, we think, man, he is such a badass.
He is. Guess
what he died from? Cerebral edema due to hyponatremia. In other words, he proposed this diagnosis proposed that the kidney's inability to excrete excess water killed Bruce Lee.
That sounds like a birth defect.
He removed his fucking sweat glands.
He did?
He removed his sweat glands so that when he was wearing a t-shirt like the one you're wearing, he wouldn't sweat on stage, on set, for the filming. He took his sweat glands out, and the inability to excrete that water caused that kidney inability to excrete and killed him. So when we look at all these idols, holy shit, you're so strong, you're so amazing.
But they're dumb.
And literally they kill themselves with vanity. Is what we see at the larger side. And in crypto influencers, I see it often. People selling themselves short for short-term acknowledgement and stuff. I am trying to build a absolute blockchain army.
Yeah, we are.
I'm trying to upheave the entire monetary system, and the best way is to buy a physical cold wallet.
Yes,
Arculus. Buy Bitcoin, get it on the Arculus, get it out of their hands. Don't give it to BlackRock.
No.
Don't let them take over this system.
Best for cucks.
Do not.
BlackRock, no
this
Black
is
Pebble.
the move.
You
right
get a
here,
free
you guys.
helmet with every wallet.
And the thing about this thing that I'm so excited about is it's easy to use.
It is pretty. It's pretty. The tech is good.
It's the guy that invented, that little metal chip on your card at your bank card. the literal top of this company helped develop that chip across the world. It's used. Yeah, show this thing.
This chip.
It's that little chip that is a reader transponder.
That.
The originator
He invented
of this.
that.
Yeah, that's where this
in there.
information comes from. I saw Altcoin Daily was calling out Ledger and Trezor and all this shit. No, get your Arculus,
chip.
Get your stuff secure. I just had to call out that. You know what I mean? And
have you seen the video of Bruce Lee lighting matches with nunchucks?
That was sick. Absolutely sick.
I'm gonna post that in the basement Discord. Because that is one of the sickest videos of all time.
I've seen a new one though. There's a kid that is giving him a run for his money.
I bet. I bet.
Absolutely sick. Jamie Gonzalez, free. Thanks for the
always financial advice here on the basement. If it's good or bad, that's for you to decide.
Good, Jamie. I like that. So now I'm gonna, I got this T-shirt on. Found this website. No, we do not have a partnership with them, but I'm probably gonna be slamming a bunch of money into this website. Buying more T-shirts, and I found a couple that I really liked here. But you know what? These are conversation starters, okay? Get people asking questions. What does that mean? What does this mean?
It's the yellow for me.
Yeah,
it really telegraphs.
You gotta know what's coming.
What side of the?
You gotta know what's coming. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna be dropping some of my gains.
You gotta tell them what the website
is. This is Threeper Gear. Let's see if I can back up. Maybe I'll make this thing smaller. There we go. So
Threeper-gear.com.
Yeah, there you go. Threeper-gear.com.
I'll put it in the description. Who are we rating, Owen?
Yeah, where are we going with this? Let us know where we're going, Owen. We got to know.
I know that I have to be doing. He moves the mouse.
I have to do squats
customization.
Now. This is disgusting.
Customization.
I have to do squats today. I am not feeling it. I'm gonna do it, even though I'm not feeling it. But it's just the way it goes. He'll figure it out. You click that one.
You click that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. There you go. He's got it. Got it.
Not Crypto Wars. Fuck that guy. Is it who? Investing Bros? Yeah, do Investing Bros.
Why doesn't he wear a shirt under the vest?
I don't know. What an idiot.
That is the most awkward shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, this gotta be so itchy. I used to wear a vest for my job, and seeing that just makes me itch. So we're gonna do some working out. I've got some really awesome content coming to you about what it means to keep crypto on a cold storage and all the things that are happening in the world right now. There is nothing more that this government wants than to take your Bitcoin. Do not sell it to them. Buy more. Get out of these dying asset classes and into the future of this world. As long as this world is still open, it is going to continue to advance technologically, and you can be a part of that upside and growth. So just get positioned well right now. Appreciate every single one of you. I got to text you back, Manawak, Johnny December, Nicole Minas Tater, Skid Marks, Robert Young, C90FTW, Just Jim, Deadwood, Joseph Cupidre. 1 leg day a week. That's it. I don't do much. I did deadlifts yesterday. So yeah, I'm just doing 1 leg day a week here. Inked Pirates, Hoarder247, Word Sister. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for all the super chats, supporting the channel. Go grab an Arculus, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Ooh, woo.